tantalizing mess as we go through turn 1. Y-side will lead us away with Yura, Dungeon, Allen all there in that mid-pack, just fighting for that second place. As now we come down the straight through Parabolica, it seems that Dungeon, Yura, Allen are all 3 wide down through Parabolica into the hairpin we go. It's going to be a huge battle between these top 5 as they are again pulling themselves away from the rest of the field. Anyways, now through the 3rd sector, Y-side will lead us away, but here comes Yura right on his tail, Dungeon as well. It's a huge battle for second place, but as we come round the final corner, I think that Dungeon is right on the rear, just sniffing the rear of that Ferrari. Now round the first lap, Y-side will lead us away still. Crackdev as we speak, Crackdev. I thought he was in a Mercedes, I forgot he switched to Alpine, and now round the next couple of corners. As Crackdev is not moving on my screen.
Oh, that's normal. That's normal.
As we are just gonna have to, it's an unfortunate disconnect. I hope it's not, because it would have been a fire battle. And obviously Alan having Aston Martin just right on his tail. Oh, is that?
Oh, that's not first retirement.
No, that is Crackdev, unfortunately disconnecting from the race. And there's quite the history with him. It is, and Yura's just set a fastest lap, 102.4. I didn't think he had to pull it out this early, but he's on a charge. Hey, wait, hold on. Sorry to cut you off, but now as we go into the hairpin, it's going to be Nurikens that goes through. I'm not quite sure what's happening here because I can't quite see, can't quite make out because the lag is just immense. As we round the next couple of corners, Nura is maybe ahead through the 3rd sector. No, it's still going to be Alan just right ahead as Alan has his tires into the gravel and is unfortunately dropped into the clutches of Math Kid and HVSK.
Driver ahead, he's top 2.
As Dungeon and Y-side do get closer ever so slightly, Nura right behind in the shadows as Dungeon is putting on a show. And obviously, we know the DRS is not that strong to the point where you can overtake a person from like 5/10 behind. But it is good enough to get within, if you're within a 10th or so, you will be able to breeze past the person. And unfortunately, Y-side is capitalizing on the fact that Dungeon does have a problem in Sector 1 where he can't quite catch up to Y-side. As within the top 3, Yura is still the fastest. And he's closing that gap ever so slightly. Which is going to be a fun fight between Y-side and Yura. These two, I'm not quite sure if they do have a history, but I'm pretty sure they had in France or somewhere near there. As Y-side rounds the final couple of corners. It's going to be Y-side who leads us away into lap 11. As we look further down the field, hoping to find another battle between...
Hold up! Nura could hit him!
Oh, Nura's pitted. HVSK has also pitted. So the Aston Martin is double stacking. Nura now onto the soft compound tire. This is a much different strategy than he pulled off last time round in Season 1. And he will go onto the soft compound tire, which puts him in a position where he can just blast off into the distance and hopefully catch the front runners at this point.
Can we see an undercut from Nurikens is the question.
Most likely it is a yes, because we do know that if he is on the softs, he can put on mega lapped, as we've seen in qualifying. But it doesn't need to be the fastest. It just needs to be consistent from Europe. That's all I ask. Lysai is in, so Dungeon is gonna stay out, and he's gonna be in the lead. As
a lot of people are coming in by now.
Math Kiddo is in. Because he's been trying to catch up to these two. And it might be another heartbreak here for Nura. On what could have been, again, here around Hockenheim.
So chasing.
He is
slightly faster on the straight now.
He was, as we now come into the hairpin section. Now they're gonna start the fight. As we go now, Nura is now right behind Dungeon. So I'm pretty sure Nura has his softs heated up. I'm not quite sure if Dungeon has his heated up quite as much. As now we come through into the third sector, through the stadium section, we go. Well, not quite a stadium, but in real life it is. Around the corner banking, Nura is now side-by-side racing with Dungeon Fanatics here, and now round down the main straight. Oh, I can't think, I'm sorry. Dungeon Fanatics is gonna lead us, lead Nura there in second place, as Nura has made the move in turn 2 and 3. No, but it's just an amazing fight between these two. No one got the DRS that time, so they were pretty dead on that DRS line. As now going into the hairpin, it seems that Nura maybe, can't quite tell. Yes, Nura has overtaken Dungeon and will now go in the pursuit of Lysai. Now the Hunter is on its way to first place. Yeah, probably just to save his battery later on for when the fight does come to him. As Nura is not really pulling away or even closing in on Lysai, and he's not quite pulling away on Dungeon. So this will be maybe a slingshot type of battle where they're trying to help each other, but still trying to overtake each other, obviously. As Nura does go a little bit wide.
What was that, bro?
He's gone a little wide, and he's gone down back into third place. That's undone what he's done in those last couple of laps. Now he's way back, way too far back to even have a look or even try to refight Dungeon within this current moment, as he's 8/10 behind Dungeon.
Also pretty shocking mistake from him.
It is a pretty much shocking mistake. I didn't expect it from a man as talented as Nura, but it is what it is. It does happen here around in Project 1 2023, sorry. As we go through the next couple of corners, it doesn't look like there is much of fights. There is definitely between Yatniel and Gao, and obviously Math and HVSK. But besides those two, there's probably Hype. No, Cookie has overtaken Hype Mute, so. Oh no, missed it. Download. Rob going to pit early once again. Dungeon is not going to pit once again. But Nura into the pits, the earliest of the top 5. As he comes out on the soft combat tire.
How will this pay off this time around?
Yep, Math Kiddo into the pits. There are multiple people who are considering pitting right now. And Glev might be one of them, as Alan is now up in the third place, only for the moment, because Nura is about to catch right up behind him. As he's on fresher tires, fresher softs. As we know, the softs, as they go on, they get even worse. Time goes. So Nura is going to take that easily, as he has so much more traction, so much more mechanical grip through the corners. He will overtake Alan in a couple moments' time.
Oh, this is a big pit stop. White side in.
As Weissai in and
Dungeon
as well in. So Dungeon has opted to pit at the same time as Weissai. As Weissai's got an amazing pit stop. I've no idea where he's got that. As Alan
Pretty
into the
fast.
pits. But it's the question on where Nura and Dungeon are. As they come
Side
out
by side.
right beside, side by side. But Nura, has he edged him out? Yes, he has. As Nura will move up to second place in that pit stop battle. Actually, I know what you... Nura-Kunz is now up into second place and now through the hairpin. He's gonna come out. No, wait. Dungeon's ahead, sorry. I'm not, it's so confusing. The lag is so confusing. Charging ahead, trying to... Now sets the fastest lap with a 101.6. And that clears the next fastest lap by 0.4, roughly. Weissai still leads us away. And we'll lead maybe 29 out of our 30 laps here around Hockenheim. It's been a drive that has unfortunately brought a not quite so fun race, but it is quite the dominant drive that we would expect out of a driver like Weissai. The final lap, it is now Ferrari is now ready to start the celebrations for Weissai here to win the first race in Project 1 2023. You had to be ready. You had to do the practice. You had to get the strategy right. And unfortunately, Ferrari can't do that in real life. But hey, now in Project 1, they are not quite the clowns they are in real life. And now round the next couple of corners, Ferrari have definitely won the Constructors' Championship last year. Now will have a lead in the Constructors' title for this race, for the first race. And now round the final couple of corners through the stadium section now. He goes through the back corner where Sebastian Vettel crashed in real life in 2018. Now rounds the final couple of corners. It is Weissai who will win the German Grand Prix here in the second season of Project 1, and he wins the season opener. He's led 29 of the 30 laps, a dominant showing here in Germany. Dungeon will come home in second, and an unfortunate race for Nura, who he could have challenged Weissai for the win. Obviously, Yushi is nowhere to be found, as he's gotten a voided contract for one race. As Alan comes on in fourth for Ferrari, and Ferrari will lead us in the Constructors' title. And like last season, it is Ferrari and Alpine who round up the top two.